Hey kids, it's Al Kendall here at the Time Travel Concert Series, coming at you from the year 1981. A great year for music and rock and roll in particular. Not only did a lot of the best bands put out their best albums and therefore had some of their best concert tours, but it was also the birth of MTV. You remember MTV when the M stood for music and not Yeah, those were the days back when, but of course, they didn't have a whole lot of music videos that were already filmed. They had to rely a lot on live performance concerts that were already recorded and being broadcast occasionally, but they chopped those up into songs to have some videos to play, which was cool. So a lot of the concerts that are on my list are just concerts that I remember watching growing up or just seeing clips from growing up, and thought, man, I'd love to be at that show. So, some of those are Journey's Escape Tour from 1981, filmed at the Summit in Houston, Texas. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity. Pat Benatar's Precious Time. They didn't really play many clips from that, but it was that same year. But another thing that I've noticed in these concerts that I look up, a lot of times I'll find more than one band on my list who played shows together that very year. And I've shared some of those already. But one of the great bills, it's not one for today, but in 1989, you had Blue Murder, King's X from their Gretchen Goes to Nebraska tour, both of them opening for Billy Squier. Now, I didn't really want to see Billy Squier in 1989. I wanted to see him in 1981, right? But Billy keeps showing up on these bills, on these ticket stubs, on these flyers that I find, on these posters. It's funny. He loved Billy, and he was with a lot of great artists. And speaking of great artists, one of the reasons that the 1981 tour was one I wanted to see was In the Dark, or Don't Say No, great album, all of his best songs, or most of them, and but that concert that they played on MTV was just really addictive. But you got the drum god Bobby Chenard beating the crap out of every single thing that he could find. And more importantly, you had Kenny Aronson, one of the most prolific bass players. I mean, the guy has played with more artists that I love than anybody else. Joan Jett, Billy Idol, Billy Squier, Brian Setzer, the New York Dolls. He's with the Yardbirds right now. I mean, a guy can't be topped. He's not only a great bass player, but he's an amazing performer and so much fun to watch. And this is just such a fun concert. I could have seen this. I'll have to look up the date exactly, but they played at the Stanley Theater in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, opening for anyone? Pat Benatar on her Precious Time tour, which was her final tour with her original backing band. So anyway, let's go back in time and enjoy these. I know a lot of you have seen these clips and everything like that. It's such a fun show. So let's check out Billy Squier from 1981.